Hey everybody, how you doing? So I was just going through the PlayStation store and looking at the games that are upcoming because let's be honest, there's not that many. And I noticed a trend. I've been noticing it for a few years, but this is the first time I've actually touched on the subject. So I know PC had a problem with this same thing and they've put a ban on it, and it's AI slop, but it's also the copying of copyrighted material. So at the end of this video, I'm going to add some screenshots that I've took of the games that are either just genuine AI slop and don't belong on PlayStation Store, or they're actually using copyrighted material. So one of the games that I've noticed today is Valheim. Sounds good coming to PlayStation 5, yeah? But it's not, because it's a clone game. Wukong. Apparently we're getting a new Wukong game from another creator, another designer. So it's a clone, it's slop. K-pop girls, if anybody knows anything about K-pop, you know that they're not part of gaming industry. It's a music thing. So yeah, copyrighted and slop. Then we've got a lot of Arab content, Arab drifting, it's all slop, and they always sell for like £2. Why are they on the PlayStation Store? Here's another one for you, and this is quite a big one, and I don't think the company would appreciate it. What about OnlyFans? Everybody knows what OnlyFans is, right? And we all know what they're for. But what about the OnlyFans simulator? Not only is that copyrighted, but I don't think OnlyFans will take too kindly to PlayStation having that type of game on their store advertising for their company, right? What about another one? Schedule 1. We've all seen it on PC, but apparently it's on PlayStation, but it's not because it's AI slop and it's a clone, it's copyright game, right? How about another one? Alien Survival. Now their thumbnail showing an alien from Aliens, so that's surely copyrighted, right? There's a ton of sex games, which I'll leave the pictures for. There's absolutely tons of sex games on PlayStation. So do you know what your kids are playing these days when you give them money to put on their channels, right? PlayStation's full of sex games, and it shouldn't be. What about another one? Let's go with Wednesday the 13th. I'll leave that picture up there. So it's actually copying Wednesday from the series on Amazon or Netflix, but it's also copying Friday the 13th. So there's two copyright issues straight off with that game. What about Anime Village? It's actually copying a Nintendo game. So the list goes on and on and on. I'm not going to keep reading them off. I'll leave some screenshots. Feel free to pause the video or slow it down. The problem is Sony prided themselves on release in '94 of being a family-friendly console where you could play your horror games if you were of age, but you had a ton of other stuff like Crash Bandicoot, Jak and Dexter. But since this PS5 release, there's been that lack of games that it looks like Sony are allowing anything on their console. And the amount of AI copyrighted slop is unbelievable. And how Nintendo and things like OnlyFans haven't cottoned on, or the Schedule 1 developer and started to file lawsuits is beyond me. I don't know how they're doing that. Now, I know Nintendo have a problem with this, but Sony also have a huge problem with it. And it's not just that it's slop, it's the copyright issues that are going alongside it. And I do think Sony needs to get a handle on that before companies start to sue Sony. That said, the pictures will be coming up next. I'll see you next time, guys. Till then, bye-bye.